Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with this week's Rogue Deck of the Week. This is by Trogger. This is in the Modern Premiere. Again, I choose Modern for this week because it is a very interesting deck. It's using one of my favorite cards in the format, which is Vengevine, which was one of my predictions for this month to break out. And I predicted it's at $15 right now, and I'm really thinking this is going to find a home in Modern, as we are seeing Modern kind of transition over to a mid-range strategy rather than it's so aggressive or combo. So this deck's really cool. It's a very aggressive deck. I'm not sure about the Faithless Lootings in here. I don't know exactly what they're for because there is no sort of graveyard recursion at all besides Vengevine. I just don't think that's enough to justify throwing Faithless Lootings in here. I guess you could probably go like another burn spell or just even more heavy creatures. 18 lands is quite small. I guess that's why the Faithless Looting, because you're never going to have the 4 lands to even cast the Vengevine, so you want to find a Vengevine with the Faithless Looting. But basically your other mana source here is the Simian Spirit Guide to cheat out a couple of extra mana in like a turn. I bet this is like a turn 3 or 4 kill, as it can go off pretty quickly with Priest of Ubrask and Burning Tree Emissaries. And the cool thing about this is it's using the good old Mere Superion, and this is a card that I forgot about that works perfectly with Burning Tree Emissary, because you can get this out on a turn 2. It used to be the good old Heartless Summoning. You could get Mere Superion out turn 2 and it'd be a 4/5, but with the Burning Tree Emissary, you can get out the good old Mere Superion on turn 2 as a 5/6 turn 2. That's not too shabby. That's very aggressive. So anyway, let's just go down the list here some more. We got the Priest of Ubrask again is another way to cast a Mere Superion, or even have the kicker mana up for Goblin Bushwhacker. Burning Tree Emissary also works with the Goblin Bushwhacker. Got the 1-drops of Experiment 1 and Goblin Guide, so you can start out a nice little aggressive draw with that. Got the Flame of Boar, which becomes another 3/3 haster for 3 basically, or just a 3/3 for 2. And yeah, pretty self-explanatory. Just trying to combo off with a Bushwhacker. I'm wondering why 2 of the most powerful cards here are just 3 ofs instead of 4 ofs here, because I think the Bushwhacker is very good for this deck, and the Superion, as you have plenty of ways to actually cast the Superion with either Priest of Ubrask or Burning Tree Emissary, or even just ditching 2 Simian Spirit Guides. So really cool deck. Definitely will have to try it out. It seems pretty affordable as well, besides the Vengevines. But other than the Vengevines, this is really the only thing in here that is expensive. I guess the Arid Maces as well. But of course with lands aren't 100% necessary. They just help your curve out. And you could easily just replace these Arid Maces with maybe, or Verdant Catacombs with Copperline Gorges would be a decent pick for it. Other than this is basically almost mono red, except for the Experiment 1 and Flame of Boars, as you're probably not going to be hard casting the Vengevines much. It does seem like he's going to be Faithless Looting the Vengevines away. Onto the sideboard, pretty self-explanatory. Anti-graveyard with the Relic of Progenitus. Obstinate Baloth Pro 4. Maybe Liliana, they bring it in, so you could punish them for using Liliana. 4 Dismembers. Dismembers is good for Baneslayer Angel, which is starting to see a lot more play. And yeah, basically that's what it's there for. And any other removal, any other creature you need to remove. Hits those pro-red creatures like Core Firewalker that we're actually starting to see more people play. Doesn't hit Arc Champion because it is black though. The Combust again, a lot of anti-Baneslayer Angel cards in here. This hits Restoration Angel, both of these as well. And Choke, huh? That's a kind of an interesting sideboard choice. I don't know if it's probably good against Bluetron, but anything else I don't really see it being that great against. It kind of shuts down UWR mid-range, but UWR mid-range does have things like Celestial Colonnade, so they can still get their blue source from the Celestial Colonnade. And yeah, they actually have answers for enchantments in those type of decks. But interesting choice with Choke. Shattering Spree, of course, is an anti-eggs, anti-affinity strategy. And yeah, pretty much self-explanatory. So congratulations to Trogger for getting the Rogue Deck of the Week for this week. March 15th? Anyway, this is Kevin from roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.